with the latest news now. This is the NewsFeed.
Happening now, need a flexible schedule. Tarrant County College offers classes on your terms. Hello and welcome to the NewsFeed. I'm Nathan Vasquez. If you're thinking about going back to school or starting for the first time, Tarrant County College is making it easier than ever to get started. With classes starting every month and a wide variety of program options, TCC offers the flexibility to fit school into your life. Whether you prefer in-person training, online courses, or a mix of both, there's a schedule that works for you. When it's time to register, you got options. You can sign up online through My TCC Track, meet with an advisor for one-on-one help, or register in person at any registration office. Once you've chosen your classes, don't forget to complete the next steps. Make sure your tuition is paid and take care of your textbooks, either by buying or renting them, so you're ready for the first day. Registration is open now, and online access is available every day. You can register Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. and on weekends from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. But if you're planning to take classes in the second 5-week summer session, the deadline to register is midnight on July 5th. Be sure to check your student email for any important updates. TCC is ready to help you take that next step towards your goals whenever you're ready to start. Happening right now in Las Vegas, some of the best young athletes in the country are going glove to glove at the 2025 National Junior Olympics and Summer Festival. The tournament runs through June 21st, and one boxer from Arlington is right in the middle of that action. TCC student and video journalist James Moss spent the day with rising boxing talent Eric Ramirez. Here's his story.
I'm trapping and rapping again. Whatever I do is a trend. I'm a hustler.
My name is Eric Ramirez. I'm from Arlington, Texas, and I'm boxed at Faith Over Fear.
Put a B on the front and a B on the back. Out of factory Roberts to Benz. If you ain't having motion and all of your pockets ain't poking, don't call me a twin. We do not go together, but at my little partner and she let me slaughter her friends.
I've been boxing for 8 years since I was 10 years old. Just love the way the impact is, and I just love it ever since day one, and that's just how I really wanted to do. I love the feeling environment and what made my style is right now more better, and then especially I'm with the best fighters around me and in the DFW. I see way more improvement than I was since I was last year, and now I'm just back and better, and I will improve that in nationals at Las Vegas.
Yes, he came a long, long way. He does so much more than when he first came here. He was a little bit more flat-footed, and now he got a little bit more flavor, a little bit more style to his technique. One thing I notice about Eric is when it's a close fight, he displays all his skills and ability to win.
Yeah, it will be usaboxing.org. It will be live streaming. Yeah, Maniac Box.
A Denton mail carrier is going the extra mile, not for a package, but for a pup. After years on his route, he's reunited with a familiar four-legged friend and giving him a second chance at a loving home. Sydney Person has the story of a special delivery that came straight from the heart.
Every single day, there are dogs inside the City of Denton Animal Shelter waiting for a human to take them home.
Come on, come this way.
Tuesday, a 70-pound pup named Floyd finally got his happy ending.
Like, I'm taking this guy home with me. Here.
Ian Burke knew he was meant to be Floyd's forever family.
I don't take it lightly, you know, like oh, this is just some random dog that I'm adopting.
Tuesday at the shelter, by the way, wasn't the first time they'd met.
This is a dog that was loved and cherished by a former customer of mine.
Ian is a mailman. He met Floyd 3 years ago, delivering mail to Floyd's then owner, an elderly, wheelchair-bound Vietnam vet, on Ian's daily route.
And he got out the door and he charged at me, right, a little puppy.
Ian looked forward to seeing Floyd and his owner each week.
Checked his mail, which I liked.
But about a year and a half ago, Ian's route changed.
All right, come on.
And Saturday, the mailman who took over
Come on, buddy.
let Ian know Floyd's owner had died, and he was in the shelter.
I went down the shelter at about 10 a.m. is when they opened. I got there at 9:50 to make sure I was first in line.
And he was.
I kind of felt responsible to take care of him. I think he'd be pleased to know that his former mailman is taking good care of his of his dog. Good boy.
Ian hopes sharing Floyd's story might encourage others to head to the shelter and give a dog a second chance.
Good boy.
It's only been 2 days,
Good boy.
and already Floyd is this man's very best friend.
Probably one of the best things that the Postal Service inadvertently issued me.
In Denton, I'm Sydney Persing.
At Home, the retail giant based in Dallas, has filed for bankruptcy. The home decor chain says it's struggling with high interest rates and slow sales. Stores will stay open for now as the company looks to restructure. A big celebration in Chicago over the weekend, honoring a hometown hero who now calls the Vatican home. Tens of thousands gathered at Rate Field, home of the White Sox, for a special mass honoring Pope Leo XIV. The Pope, a Chicago native and avid White Sox fan, appeared via video from Rome, sending a message of faith and unity.
We have to look beyond our own, if you will, egotistical ways. We have to look for ways of coming together and promoting a message of hope.
Cardinal Blas Kupich led the Mass, which included music, films, prayers, and communion right on the field.
And by it make of
A judge has dismissed a juror in Sean Diddy's Combe sex trafficking trial. After questions came of where he lives, the defense objected, but the judge has moved forward. And Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family have reached a $7.4 billion in settlement over their role in the opioid crisis. The deal, now awaiting a judge's approval, could resolve thousands of lawsuits filed across the country. The manhunt is over. The suspect accused of attacking 2 Minnesota lawmakers and their spouses is now in custody. Our Ivan Rodriguez is live in Minneapolis with the latest.
It's been called the largest manhunt in Minnesota state history. 57-year-old Vance Belter has been captured and arrested. Now state attorneys say they are pursuing first-degree murder charges.
One man's unthinkable actions have altered the state of Minnesota.
The intense search for Vance Belter coming to an end in the woods in rural Sibley County, Minnesota.
The suspect crawled to law enforcement teams and was placed under arrest at that point in time.
Belter on the run for roughly 43 hours after authorities say he killed State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Saturday at their Brooklyn Park home. The suspected gunman attacked State Senator John Hoffman and his wife at their house in nearby Champlin. Both survived.
I'm very proud to tell you that we took the suspect into custody who is responsible for this.
Police calling the manhunt the largest in state history, involving hundreds of detectives and 20 different SWAT teams. Their quick action may have prevented more attacks.
If that had not happened, I have every confidence that this would have continued throughout the day.
Governor Tim Walz praising law enforcement for their efforts to capture Belter while honoring Representative Hortman.
Melissa Hortman was the core of who our values were.
Promising justice for the victims of this political violence.
And you can rest assured that we will put every ounce of effort that the state of Minnesota has to make sure that justice is served and the individual responsible for this serves the time for the unspeakable act.
Officials used infrared technology, drones, and helicopters to help them find Belter. We know that this afternoon, Belter has 2 separate court appearances scheduled, one for state charges, another one for federal charges. In Minneapolis, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Thank you, Ivan. After the vacation fun winds down, how do you get back into the swing of things? The NewsFeed has what you need. Plus, it's that time of year. Families packing up and hitting the road, but there could be a bump ahead, and we're not just talking about traffic. Coming up.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. but you can escape. Take the 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
If you're planning a summer road trip, you might want to fill up soon. The escalating conflict between Israel and Iran is pushing oil prices way up, and experts say that means higher gas prices here at home. Those price hikes could start showing up this week. Here's Amy Kiley with what drivers have to expect.
As the conflict between Israel and Iran intensifies, experts say Americans could feel it at the pump. An analyst for Gas Buddy predicts prices could rise more than 30 cents a gallon by July 4th. That's due to the skyrocketing cost of oil.
Any kind of conflict going on in the Middle East, or particularly if it escalates, is going to lead to rising oil prices, which will lead to inflationary pressures in the U.S.
Some oil infrastructure appears damaged as the two sides exchange strikes. This video is from Haifa, home to Israel's largest refinery, and Iran is one of the top oil producers in the world.
They went after oil storage and oil refineries in those depots, as well as, of course, the targeting of gas facilities in Iran South.
Experts say the good news is U.S. gas prices were relatively mild before the conflict began. Rystad Energy says the oil market's reaction could be contained and temporary if Iran focuses on military targets. Experts say gas prices would rise much more if it went after the Strait of Hormuz. Goldman Sachs predicts an extended disruption there would push oil prices past $100 a barrel. That's because core OPEC countries need the waterway in order to ramp up production.
There's every single day 21 million barrels of oil that flows through the Strait of Hormuz. It's about a fifth of what the world consumes.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Spending more time outside, but all that summer fun can take a toll on your skin. From bug bites to heat rash, in today's Health Minute, Manny Gaither shares tips to help you avoid 5 common summer skin issues.
The sun, the sweat, the itchy, oily, or dry skin. Summertime can wreak havoc on our bodies.
It's very common to end up getting different types of rashes, different type of skin conditions that are related to heat and humidity.
Dr. Susan Masick with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says the first common skin problem you can prevent is acne. She suggests washing your face with cleanser twice a day in the summer to decrease oil, sweat, and bacteria. Next, folliculitis can be a problem. It's an inflammation of hair follicles and can happen anywhere there's hair on the body. To avoid this problem, shower as soon as possible after sweating and then change into clothing that's breathable like cotton or material that's moisture wicking. Third, sweat from the heat can make skin dehydrated, dry, and irritated, leading to rashes or rough patches. Masick says to avoid this by re-moisturizing the skin after showering. The next summer problem, a condition called melasma, or hyperpigmentation of the skin, usually in sun-exposed areas. It happens mostly in women because pregnancy and birth control play into it. She says daily sunscreen is key to prevention.
If you know you're going to be outdoors for longer periods of time, try to shoot for an SPF of 50 plus.
Finally, heat rash, also called prickly heat, can happen when sweat glands get blocked, causing small bumps on the skin.
A way to avoid it is to avoid perspiration and decrease the sweat. So staying cool and making sure you shower afterwards.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
A hidden volcano reveals itself, and a rare creature makes a surprising on-camera debut. You'll want to see both coming up in today's Take a Look at This. And call it summer doldrums because it's hot. The Storm Team forecast is next.
Seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
If you get a phone call, do not talk to the person.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
Just hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it. Call the Senior Medicare Patrol.
If you suspect Medicare fraud, contact the Senior Medicare Patrol in your state.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Disasters strike, fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When they do, Direct Relief delivers. Medicines, medical supplies, everything doctors and nurses need to save lives.
Let's ship her out!
Every day across the U.S. and around the world, they're making a difference. No politics, no red tape, just help. If your family needed urgent medical care, wouldn't you want that help fast? Direct Relief is a lifeline for people in crisis. So check them out at directrelief.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
From the NewsFeed's Forecast Center, this is your Storm Team forecast.
All right, and here's a look over at DFW today, and here's a quick look at your Storm Team forecast. And honestly, there's not changing much. We're locked into that classic North Texas summer pattern: hot, humid, and mostly partly cloudy throughout the weekend. Friday through Sunday, 90s. Temperatures hovering over the mid-90s during the day and dropping over to the mid-70s overnight. So if you have outdoor plans, you know what to expect. A famous volcano just made a surprising appearance, but not here on Earth. And another volcano, it might have just been discovered for the first time. Jeremy Roth has a look at these out-of-the-world moments, and take a look at this.
A newly released image from NASA shows a haunting look at a Martian volcano's peak peeking through clouds on the red planet. This first-of-its-kind panorama of the ancient volcano Arsia Mons was captured by the Odyssey orbiter in the early morning hours, which NASA says is when the planet's peaks are often shrouded in water ice clouds. Arsia is the southernmost of 3 volcanoes that lie just south of the solar system's largest volcano, Olympus Mons. But wait, there's more from Mars volcano-wise. Researchers may have discovered a new Martian volcano hiding in plain sight. A study published in the journal Communications, Earth and Environment says what was previously thought to be a small mountain on the rim of the Jezero crater may actually be a volcano. The theory is supported by surface data from the Perseverance rover, which revealed that the crater's floor near the peak in question is not sedimentary, but instead volcanic rock. Here's another out-of-this-world first look. The European Space Agency recently released a never-before-seen view of the Sun's South Pole. It was captured by a solar orbiter, which was given new access from a recent Venus flyby, allowing it to venture outside its previous orbital plane and capture the normally obscured southern pole in all its whirling, turbulent glory. Finally, here's an otherworldly first look captured on our own world. For the first time ever, researchers glimpsed this rare deep-sea squid in the flesh. Before now, the 3-foot-long species known as Gonatus antarcticus was only found dead or in parts, but a remotely operated vehicle traveling 7,000 feet below the surface of ocean waters got a rare holiday gift when the elusive squid floated by its cameras on Christmas Day. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Coming up, Deion Sanders is back in the spotlight, and this time it's not just on the field. Plus, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are ready for their close-up. Netflix gives fans a front row seat to the iconic squad.
Happy birthday, Max.
Yes! I'm Joe on the phone, here to show you 4 easy ways to stay safe online. Come on.
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click, use multiple factors. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure-our-world.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me.
When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
From the NewsFeed Sports Desk, this is the Sports Report.
Welcome back. Primetime says he's doing just fine. University of Colorado head coach Deion Sanders reassured fans he's okay after sitting out the school's recent football camps. He didn't say what health issue he's dealing with, but thanked everyone for the well wishes. The university hasn't commented, and it's worth noting Sanders has faced serious health problems before, including losing 2 toes to blood clots in 2021. Olympic gymnast Mary Lou Retton pleaded no contest to DUI after driving erratically in West Virginia. She was fined $100 and says she takes full responsibility. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are back in the spotlight. Their Netflix series returns for season 2 this week. Rick DeMiguela has a preview.
We are really excited that there's a lot of new girls. Every year the talent just gets better and better and better.
America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders brings audiences behind the scenes of the world-renowned cheer squad.
We've always been told there's 100 more girls who would love to do this job.
Here are some of the cheerleaders fans will meet this season.
I'm Charlie, and I'm a current rookie on the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Hi, I'm Armani, and this is my 5th season as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and this is my rookie season.
Hi, my name is Jada, and I am also a 5th year on the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Everyone's gonna say, well, they're just cheerleaders. Well, we're really good cheerleaders.
The pressure doesn't go away. We just cut a good one.
Well, you get to see me cry more than normal. I don't know why, I'm just more emotional this year. Some of the stories I think they're very bold.
There's nothing like the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Teachers lost something very special, and a police canine stepped in to help find it. We'll tell you how this unlikely rescue happened coming up.
Even if our robot nights are behind us, we still want to live out loud. That's why it might be time for a hearing check. Beyond aging, excessive volume and loud noise are common causes of hearing loss. It can happen to anyone, even a dancing machine.
Today, 1 in 4 people over 20 have signs of noise-induced hearing loss. See a professional for a hearing health check. And dance like only 1 million of us are watching.
Happy birthday, Max.
Yes! I'm Joe on the phone, here to show you 4 easy ways to stay safe online. Come on!
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click, use multiple factors. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Who is Tarrant County College? We are ambitious and full of potential. We bridge education and employment. The beating heart of healthcare, the drivers of industry, the very fabric of Tarrant County. We partner with employers so graduates step into waiting careers. We're changing the game, trailblazing a path forward, uplifting North Texas. We are TCC. Bold steps, better futures.
Now listen to this. A North Texas teacher and a police canine now connected for life after a routine training drill turned into a real-life rescue of her lost wedding ring. Cole Sullivan shows us how it all unfolded and why this canine is now her hero.
Even for veteran teachers,
I'm going into my 19th year.
the sprint to summer can be chaos.
Everything off the walls because they can paint.
Margaret Carter teaches English at Founders Academy of Corinth.
Real classics are here, but they're easy readers.
Teaching takes heart.
Slightly, to say the least. Yes.
But just before summer break, hers sank.
I couldn't even fathom what happened because I never take my ring off. The only time I ever take my ring off is when I make meatloaf.
Her wedding ring was gone. A part of her, too.
All of the things that happened during joyful, just life, good and bad. So that was gone in a second,
But a sad ending depends on where you stop the story.
Boy, leave it. Good job. Good boy.
This one isn't over yet.
It's right there. Good boy. Training never stops.
Steve Antomarchi and his Hickory Creek canine partner Bear
That's my boy.
sometimes practice searching for fake evidence in the field behind the school.
Evidence. Swoop.
But this time,
He never leaves this area here. And I'm thinking he's messing around.
Bear found something else.
I couldn't believe what I saw. I picked it up and I realized this is actually a wedding ring.
Oh my gosh, I thought, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was so surreal to me.
How it got out there doesn't matter.
Hi there. Hello, my darling.
The moment she got it back says it all.
And he found something I thought was pretty amazing.
Oh.
I believe that's your ring. Oh, of course.
Oh my God.
You should be thanking Bear, not me.
She did, with a steak cooked medium rare, just how Bear likes it.
Here he is.
That's the man right there. Yeah, with the nose and everything.
Oh, Bear, what a good boy.
Good
Yeah.
boy.
And with a lifelong connection, a second bond for this one ring to tie together.
This connection that I have with the both of them now is just going to be forever.
Thank you for watching the newsfeed. Have a great rest of your week and a great rest of your summer.